Okay, so let's get this Gimp tutorial going. Barkley, that's enough, buddy. Okay. So, we're going to do this like I've never done a paint scheme before. Great run, Scotty. Dude, I would totally be high-fiving right now. That is something to be excited about. Great finish. You're going to be really fast in the sim, and really fast in your real cars, too. I can't wait to come watch you. Okay. Barkley, I'm going to need you to stop. I just got to add one more thing here. I forgot to do this. Display capture. Let's go. Yes, done. Okay, there we go. Okay, hey Hydro, you just missed the race of my life, by the way. But we're going now. We're doing we're gonna do a Gimp tutorial here. I'm actually kind of shaking, guys, so I need a lot of water right now. Okay. Whew. Okay, so first thing we need to do is you need to be able to pull the files you want from. I have no idea what that emoticon is, Hydro. I can't see it. You need to be able to pull the files from iRacing.com. They give you every single file you ever need to paint these things. And they even give you really good tools to do it with, too. Okay, so this is on the front page of iRacing.com. Yeah, Scott, that's been my month, man. Just getting wrecked into and wrecked into. And finally we got a decent runoff. Go ahead and go into Account. Right here, see that? Go ahead and click on My paint, Custom Paint Schemes. Customize Cars. Okay. Alright. Now, in this scheme here, I might need to turn the chat off or move it at least. Yeah, we might have to turn the chat off on screen. Okay. Okay, so on this screen here, you're going to see that you have you know, all the cars you can do. This is, by the way, where you edit the car numbers in the wheels, okay? So this one right here, this little tab right here, that's what you do to edit the paint colors. You see this one right here that's highlighting coming up and down? That's car number. That's the wheels. And these right here, those are the colors you can change it to. There's always 3 base colors in the iRacing regular thing. Oh, sad. That's okay, Hydro. We'll put it up on YouTube. You'll be in the next one. We appreciate you being in here, by the way. Okay, so you got to click Download Car Templates right here. See that? See it's highlighting there for you? It's right there above Show Cars, below the MPR, and below all this right here. Download Car Templates, okay? And these are all the different cars that you can download. You can even download them all if you want. I don't, because I usually only do the oval cars. So today we're doing the super late model. So let's find that. There is the super late model. And right like that, it's going to open up and it's going to say, I need to renew my WinRAR. Close that. Alright, so here it is. So it automatically opens up when you're done downloading it. Now, I have a special file where I keep all my stuff. Let me see if I can show that here. It's very important that you have a file to hold all your paints and all your logos. Hold on a second, let me fix my hair here. It's so hot. We have all your files, we have all your paints. Because if you don't, it's going to be a hard time to... Oh, you want my cursor on screen? Hold on. Let's see, properties. Alright, let's do race results. You guys want the cursor, huh? Alright. There you go. Is that better? Okay. So, I keep all my files inside here because it's easier to find. As you notice, I got GIFs here. That's for the Discord. Feel free to join. I also have some for the K&N car, the late model Monster Cup. Now, a few months ago, I had a lot more. But unfortunately, like an idiot, I spilled water down my PC, completely fried my other hard drive. So this is nothing compared to what I did have. this is what I've done here, like in the last, oh, I don't know, couple of months. These are all my logos that I made in the last couple months. So I always have a file to do that. Now I need a new folder because this is my first super late model in a while. So we're gonna make a new folder here, and we're gonna label it super late model, right like that. Oh, I already have one. Never mind. Never mind. And I think, hey Brad, check this out. Look at this. Here is the other super late model that I did for Brad Ward. Now his dad drives a super late model in real life, and so he asked if I would paint that scheme for him. And he's A51. He's a teammate, so of course I did it for him. J-Bo, how are you, my friend? You doing all right? So we painted that for him, and now it's a new season, and his dad's driving a new paint scheme, so we're going to do a new one for him. So now I'm in here, and I'm going to click. I think it's already in here, actually. Okay, so you would click and drag the super late model file into the folder you would like it, preferably one labeled super late models. Okay? Now, let's go back over to... Oh, it's me, Randyception. Did you have a good run today, J-Bo? We're going to go to File, Open, Paint. Okay, now remember, this is based on what you have for yours. You can always put your favorite tabs on the left here as well. Makes it a lot easier if you do that way. Okay, Paint, super late model, and we're going to do the super late model. .xcf is the GIMP file that you want to open up. Okay, PSD, I forgot what type of file that is. Oh, that's Photoshop. So PSD is Photoshop, and XCF is the GIMP file. Okay, so you can see here, this is what you have when you open up the standard paint scheme in GIMP. This is the super late model. And what I've done here, now this is advanced, I'll teach you guys how to do this later, but as you can see here, I actually have metallic flakes and like things like that to make it look better, but it doesn't look, yes it does. It does. So do you see how there's like details inside the hood and stuff like that? Well, don't worry about that right now. Yes, it does take me forever. Don't worry about that right now. And I just want to show you guys the basic things here inside trading paints that you need to know. Or not trading paints, but GIMP when painting a scheme. Okay, do you see how right here it says turn off before exporting TGA? TGA is the file type that you use to export the finalized paint scheme. You only use that for the paint scheme you're ready to upload. Okay. Woo. I'm still reeling from that last race, guys. It was good. Open that up right here, and I'm going to show you each one does. So each one of these, you do not use these on your car, but they help you get a frame of reference as to where something is going to be on the car. There's things that iRacing is going to put on your car no matter what. There's nothing you can do about it. They're going to be there. Hyperlink. Is that okay? A GIMP iRacing tutorial. Yeah. So, this is for painting cars in iRacing. If you're here just for regular GIMP, I'm sorry. Maybe I should change that. So, here we go. Oh, okay. Great. So if you're here, you want to learn about some paint schemes or how to basically do them, here's how you get started. I'll be doing more advanced ones in the future and uploading those to YouTube. Okay, so I just said this is right under here, under this. iRacing is going to help you see what's automatically on your car, and there's nothing you can do about it, okay? So first, they have their license here. That doesn't show up on your car. That's just to show that this belongs to them, okay? Then you have the wire. This will help you get a good idea of what the body is going to look like. So you can see there's some contours here in the hood. Too stupid? That's okay, Hyper. I had no idea what I was doing. I just hopped in and started doing it. So that wire is going to help you have a basic idea of what that car is going to look like. Now on the new Camaro, that wire is extremely important because there's a lot of shape here on the side, especially right here above the wheel and the quarter panel too. So if you put it up too high, it folds over. So on this car, you don't have to worry about it as much, but on those on the Xfinity Camaros, you do need to worry about that. So that helps you see that. That's what the wire is. Okay? License. What did that do? Oh, license is your license on your bumper there. See that? See right here? So these colors down here, I'll teach you about these little dots right here, but license will put your license automatically on there. When you're making your own scheme, you want to turn it off. Because if you don't, every single scheme you make is going to have that a yellow stripe on the back of your car. You see it a lot in the late models and the super late models. One layer, that's awesome, hyperlink. People have those yellow stripes on the back bumper and they have no idea how to take them off. It's because they didn't hide this layer right here. Aqua just texted me. I'll check that out here in a second, Aqua. So make sure you turn that off, okay? Now there is one thing you do want on, and that's the mask here. Now if you take the mask off, you can't see the shape of the car. You want to keep that mask on. Number blocks, that shows you how big the numbers are going to be on the... I'll take a look at it, Scott. Number blocks are going to show you how much space the numbers are going to take up on these cars. Now normally, on the back hood of the car, like right here on the roof, I like to put another sponsor right there. But because the numbers are so big, look, you don't have any room to put anything there. So on the super late models and the late models, you cannot put sponsorships on the top of the car behind the number, which is a bummer because it usually looks really good. So that's your number blocks. Here are your sponsor blocks. Okay, that shows you where your sponsorships should go. So when you're doing this and you want to, put your main sponsorship here, go ahead, leave that up, and try to match that up with it as much as it can. Because if you get about the same size as this right here, it's gonna look good. Or on the side here too. You want to be about the size of that right there. All right. So that's the main things with that right there. So we leave the mask on. We'll turn the sponsor blocks off. Parts, again, these are things you can't control. You see that? It automatically colors in the parts there. There's nothing you can do about it. They're going to be that color. The spoilers on these are clear. Nothing you can do about that. Okay. I don't believe on the super late models. Does anyone know if you can work on the windshield banners on super late models? If so, I'll come back to it. Okay, so here is the scheme we were doing for Brad. Are you still there, Brad? Oh, there he is. No problem, Brad. This is a hoot. And people have been begging me to do this for a while, so let's check this out here. Alright, where is he? Brad. There he is. So this is the scheme right here that Brad's having me do. Look at that. That is pretty. That is a pretty scheme. More like Photoshop. I haven't messed with it all, Hyper, so maybe we have different versions or something. So that's a beautiful looking car. And I told him to give me multiple pictures so I could get the back right. Right here, looks like before there's any stickers on it. Look at that, that's beautiful. Here it is looking clean and brand new on race day. Hey, I appreciate the biddies, Scott. Thank you, man. I appreciate that a lot. It is a great looking car. Here it is next to the trailer. Look at that thing. That is beautiful. Alright, and here's the back of it. The back's going to be pretty simple for us. It's just going to be that Ford Fusion logo. And I don't know what the default is back on these back of these super late models. Okay. Excellent. Okay, so let's save some of these pictures here. I'm really mainly concerned about probably that one right there. So let's open this up. In Discord, you have to open the link. Let's save this photo under, let's just save it under Paint. New Brad Ward. Let's save it as that. Okay. I don't know if Chase is in here, but that's Chase's dad's company right there. Alright, new Brad Ward. Now, it is a great looking car. You can. Is there anything on this banner? It looks like it says Fusion. Okay, easy enough. Now we're going to go back into Gimp. We're going to open up that that photo I just saved. It should be under New Brad. Uh-oh, where did I save that? Oh, might have to do it again. One moment. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so it is in Racing Logos. It's under my Racing Logos folder. Okay, so let's open this up. Okay, so here's how when you open up a new file in Gimp, it creates a new tab for it up here. See? You don't lose your original folder, it's still right there. So we have this one here. Let's zoom in so we get a good look at it here. And I tell you what, I like this scheme. Hey, I appreciate that, Spoon Tato. Thank you so much for your subscription. And now you've unlocked the Benny Parsons with a halo over his head emoticon. Use it. We use it a lot in this stream. Okay. And the funny thing is, Brad, I do have the Lordco stuff saved on my card. Alright, so the first thing we need to do, we need to make the base coat the same as his base coat on here. And you might be wondering to yourself, dang, how am I going to match that color just by guessing? Well, there's a really cool tool inside of... Hey. It's alright, buddy. I'll play with you here in a little bit. There's a really cool tool right here in Gimp that helps you match blues exactly. Now, if you look up here, you have all your tools up here. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that so much, Spoon Tato. Spoon Tato, you subscribed before you followed. That's awesome. Okay, so there's this little dropper tool. Let's see if I can zoom in more here. Okay, there's a little tool here. It's a little dropper. Like when you take it like droplet medicine or you give it to your dog or something. We have medicine for our dog that has a dropper like that. That dropper tool is also called the color picker tool. You select that and you put the cursor over what color you want. And I think the most representative color we have of that would be right there. Now, did you see what happened when I clicked on that? It put that color right here for us. So we now have that color saved. Now we know we're going to have the exact match color of Brad's dad's super late model. Okay. Let's head back to the scheme now. Okay. Now, remember last time I told you guys about it's only going to paint in the layer that you have selected? So now we're... Hang on, guys. My dog's going crazy. One moment. We're only going to select the layer that we want to choose. Now for this, see this patterns right here? I'm just going to delete this because we don't need it because it has all the standard iRacing patterns. So we're going to select the base coat at the bottom because that is the only layer we want to paint. Okay? Every time you do a new logo, every time you do lettering, anytime you do something that goes on here, you want to make sure that you're doing a new layer. Because if not, fixing stuff in the future is a lot harder because then you got to do it by hand. So anytime you do anything new, you have to do it like that. Okay? Alright. By the way, I think there's different decal sets you can have too. In the super late model right here, they have decal sets. Let's go ahead and select that by doing these. So it has decal 5 as default. Decal 4, that's a Dodge. I don't know what that is. Looks like another oh, that's... Let's see what his looks like. Nope, that's not the one. Well, that is the one right there. That's an exact match to Brad's dad's super late model. Okay. I love these bodies too. Matter of fact, I want to get back into racing super model a lot because I like these bodies that much. Okay, we found the decal set that matches Brad's dad's exactly. It's that one right there. We're going to have to put a Ford logo in the middle, but I'll show you how to do that in a sec. Now we have our color still selected here that we picked off of Brad's dad's car. We're going to select base because that's the base paint and nothing else. It's only going to paint that bottom base because it's at the bottom. In Gimp, whatever layer is on top on the right is going to be on top on the actual paint. So since we're doing the base paint, the paint that's underneath everything, we got to make sure it's at the bottom. It is at the bottom. We're going to select our fill bucket here because we're going to paint everything that base color. Okay, we have the blue in the front here. Now if I hit this arrow, see these arrows right here? If I click that, it's going to put white in the foreground. If I have white in the foreground when I use a paint bucket, look what happens. Oh no. Okay. We don't want that. We want blue. So we put the blue back in the foreground. Okay? So now I have that selected, and I have it to where it doesn't automatically turn it to the color like that. Are you done? Okay. So now I have that blue. So now I have it set to where it's like this. It gradually turns it blue. The default setting is it'll just automatically turn it all blue. And I'll show you how to fix that here in a second. Okay. We now have the base blue on Brad's car. Alright. Okay, so let's look at... Alright, hold on one second, guys. I gotta take care of this dog. Give me 30 seconds. I just gotta move him real quick. He's mad about something. Sorry about that. He just wanted my attention so bad. Okay, so here's Barkley, by the way, guys. Hey, Barkley, say hey. Barkley, look. Look, Barkley. Okay, so he's happy now. Let me take my steering wheel off of here. Actually, not yet, because we gotta get the car going. So we now have that blue on there. It looks great. Now, we need to see what it looks like on the actual car. So here's what you need to do to see that before we keep going. Okay, what you need to do is start a test session now in the super late model. We're going to go to test. We're going to choose the super late model, which I haven't driven in for, I don't even know what paint scheme I have for that. I think I have a Randaids car actually that I made for this a long time ago. Where is it? There it is. We'll do USA because I love it there. Time of day, night, because it always looks sharp. Let's test it. Okay. iRacing will come up now. Alright, we're just waiting for iRacing to load now. Oh, I need to save this first. 4th at Iowa. Okay. Okay, let's quit out. Now let's run it. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay, so we need to run a lap inside the super late model. Can you hang out with me, Barkley, while I do this? And then I'm going to take my steering wheel off the desk because this thing is big. Then I can really get in there. Okay, let's run a lap in this really quick. Now I got to remember here at the USA in the super late model, I got to be careful on the throttle. So let's run one lap here so we can get it out on the track. Look at that thing. Ooh, she wants to go around. She wants to go around. I love this car, man. I need to drive it more. The only problem is I don't... Well, Dylan does setup, so I guess I could kind of do that. Alright, let's get a lap down here. And, okay, that's good enough. Okay. We just need to be able to see the car. Okay, there we go. We see the car here. Now, the number I have, remember what I taught you? The numbers, you can only select at the iRacing scheme. You do not do the numbers in the paint scheme, or in Gimp. Okay, so you hit Control and F12 to bring up this menu right here, and you can move the camera any which way you like it. And we want it right about there. Right? Okay, so we can see the scheme really well now. Okay, so now the question becomes... Whoop. How can we upload this so I can see it on iRacing, right? So here's what you do. On over here, you're going to go File, Export As, okay? And this is the hard part, okay? So if you ever need to stop and rewind this part, please do it. Because if you can figure this part out, you'll never have to redo it again because it just locks your mind. Inside your default documents folder, that's weird. Inside your default documents folder, there's going to be an iRacing folder. What's going on here? There it is. Okay, so I went Documents, iRacing, good point. Documents, iRacing, Paint, and you have all these different files here, right? You're going to want to choose the one. We're doing late model, so we're going to choose late model, okay? Oh, Trading Paints is down. Well, that changes things. Let me restart Trading Paints here real quick, see if it works. Let me reinstall Trading Paints actually. Let me exit that. Let's reinstall Trading Paints. One moment. Alright, because Trading Paints is so awesome and it crashes every time it gets a new update. Whew. In the meantime, what is the best paint scheme you've ever seen, either in real NASCAR or in iRacing? Okay. Alright, now let's reinstall Trading Paints once again. Brad just started using his old paint scheme again. Okay, let's try this again. Download Trading Paints. Alright, Barkley. I know. You're being a sweet boy. Ooh, I like that scheme too, Brad. I like that scheme too. Okay, reinstalling Trading Paints here. And here we go. Run. Yes. No, we're going to put it in D. There we go. Okay, there we go. Next. Install. Yes. Okay, let's see if that works now. Boom. Save. Okay. Let's see if that fixed the issue here. Something is going wrong, crazy with like Trading Paints, and there it is. And yes, look, I did mess with the window. Okay, let me see if I can pull you guys over here. Here was a scheme I was running. Man, you could tell I did this a long time ago. There was a scheme I was running right there. Similar to the one I just did for Aaron and crew for the cars scheme. Okay, so Trading Paints is working again now. Praise God. Back here. Okay, so again, like I said before, pay attention to this part, okay? This is what you need to know to be able to see the paint you're working on inside of iRacing. File. Right? On the left here, File, Export As, Documents. It's in your default Documents folder, which is on the same drive Windows is installed on. Okay? Documents, iRacing, Paint, and I'm doing super late model. Okay, see there's a file there. That's the paint I'm running. I will be saving it over that. So remember, one more time. File, Export As, Documents, iRacing, Paint, then choose the car you're running in. Now, sometimes there's a ton of cars in here, and when that's the case, you just find the file that's your car. They'll give you a preview picture right here. That's mine. We are going to export over top of that. Boom, we replaced it. And export. Okay. Now to see if it worked, we go back into iRacing. Let me pull this over here now. Man, we're going to be moving back and forth a lot. Okay. Hit Control and R. That refreshes your paint from trading paints. There we go. We have the base paint for Brad's paint on there now. This is how you check to see. Yes, it's very useful, Gabriel. Yes, pay attention to what Gabriel's saying. He's right. This is if you're gonna paint paints, this is extremely important. Okay? So now we can see that Brad's paint, base paint, is in there. Scotty and Twitch, you can't. But if you want to, you can clip it. So you can clip and allow you to rewind back there if you want to do that. So there we go. Now you can see what we just did right there. So let's go back over to the paint scheme here. Now let's try to see what we're doing here. So we know the back is just that basic blue there, which makes it very, very easy. Let me check that again just to be sure on the Discord. Yes, the back is that shade of blue. Okay, yes. So this is the scheme we're gonna make right there. Oh, that's a beaut. That is a beautiful car. Okay, I just minimized Gimp. That's the car we're gonna make right there. Now the question becomes, hey guys, would you explain to him how to do a Twitch clip? For those of you who aren't new to Twitch, I haven't done it here in a while. Okay, so how are we gonna make these? See, there's a black line right there that's going all the way across. Now see, it starts here and ends at the midway through the tire, and this one it's a little higher. Man, how can we do that? Okay. Let's look at this right here. This is the front right here. Okay? Where this ends right here, that's going to be the part of the wheel well. Okay. So if you go into my clips now, guys, you can see that part again. Oh, hold on. I'm trusting you, Aqua. There you go. You are now a moderator there, Aquatic. Okay, so the front here, see that? This right side right here and the left side right here is going to be where the wheel well ends over here, okay? Do you see what I'm talking about? So this is where we're going to be making our first little stripe there. Let's look back at this other part. It starts at the front and right there at the wheel well. Okay, thank you, Aqua. No, Brad, this is a very nice paint scheme. It's gonna be cake. Okay, so how do we make this line? See this line right here that's going through there? How can we make that line? Well, thankfully, Gimp gives us some really good tools to do that. And every step of the way, we're going to be checking back to make sure that we're doing it again. Okay, so remember, I'm adding a new line. I'm adding a new layer because I'm doing something new. Remember, every time you do something new, new layer. Front line. Okay. Now, there is a tool, and this is probably the most used tool that you will have in Gimp when you're doing paint schemes in iRacing, okay? There's a tool here, and it is called the, no, not that one. There it is. It's the all the way on the left, second from the top. It's called the Paz Tool, right? And so what we're gonna do here is take this, and let's look back here and see where it starts. It starts kinda below the headlamp here sticker. And so we're going to try to put it down there. So what this Paz tool does is it makes a line from point A to point B. And then you can bend that line any way you want it to go. So you can even make zigzags if you want. Let me show you an example here. So with this line tool, okay, I'm going to make a point here. And now as you can see, it has made a point there. You see that? This point does not show up until I fill it in. I'll make another point here. And let's make some like really quick zigzags here. Ready? There's a point, 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 there's a point. Now, that's actually not going to show anything on the car yet until I fill it in. Okay? Now on the left here, you have different tools for the Paz tool, or different things you can do. If you choose fill path, if you make a square with that, it's going to fill in that square. If you make a circle with it, it's going to fill in that circle. We don't need that right now. If you want a stroke path, what it does is it traces that line and fills that in. So whatever we do there, it's going to do, watch, I'll show you. So I'm going to hit stroke path, and let's make it white. This is important right here. Let me see if I can zoom into this here, right here. The line width is how big your line is going to be. Right now I have it at 2, and just so you guys can see it nice and clear, let's make it a 5, and I'm going to hit stroke. And that was the stroke path. Okay? Now check this out, guys. Let's get rid of that stroke path here. And see what it did there? That stroke path that I made, look at that. It did the zigzags there for us. That is what that tool does, and that's how you make lines on a car and, in a super easy way. But we don't need them there. We want them on the front of the car. I actually kind of like that. So if you guys want to use those zigzags on your car, feel free to do so. And, you know, keep those zigzags like going in the back here or something, you know? I like it. Pretty cool. Remember? You do that, and then stroke path, stroke. And then to make those dots go away, just go ahead and select something else. Important note. If you select another tool while using your Paz tool, it's going to make your lines go away. Okay? I don't mean the lines that are actually on the car, but the editable lines where before you do the tracing. So if you select another tool, here's what I'm talking about. So if you make a bunch of points here, let's do like that, and I haven't filled this in yet or done something with it. If I select another tool, gone. You will not believe how many times I spent like a half hour doing something with that and then just selected another tool, and you can't control Z it back. Alright, let's get rid of that. Control Z undoes what you did. Are you gonna get rid of it? Come on. There we go. Okay, we are back in here again. So we're gonna take that Paz tool once again. This one we're gonna want black though. Okay? And if I remember correctly, it started right about here. Yeah. And it went right to the middle of the wheel well, right? I think that's correct. Yeah. So let's see. Let's curve this line here. Oh. Okay, once you make those lines, you can curve it just by clicking the line and dragging that. You see that? You can drag it any way you want. These two boxes right here, change the sharpness of it. And I think that'll do. Let's try stroke path, black, 3. Let's make it thicker. Let's make it 4, because it's pretty thick on there. Let's make it 5, actually, because it's pretty thick on there. If you look at it, that line's pretty thick. Wow, that's way thicker than we have going. Let's go 7 pixels. Boom. Yes, Aqua brings up a great question. If you do something on one side of the car, can you mirror it to be exactly the same on the other side of the car? The answer to that is yes, you can. And I'll show you how to do that, because we're only going to do this side of the car. And then we're going to mirror it onto the other side. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so we want to make sure this line is correct, just like this line right here. So we got to export that to car to make sure it showed up right. So we're going to File, Export, same thing that I showed you earlier, select the thing again. Or you can select Control E to do it again really quick. Come on, Barkley. Export. Let me take this wheel out of here. Alright, let's go back to iRacing now. Let's hit Control R to bring the thing back up. Okay, so now we only made that line. Ooh, that's... What do you think, guys? Is that what we want right there? Let's check it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it right there, boys. Let's check. You see that? Whoops, I meant to show you guys that. Do you see that? I don't think that's it. It's... Wow. Just a little bit higher. Just a little bit higher. Okay. So we need it... Whoop. We need it going a little bit higher. So we can Control Z to take the line away. Yeah, we need it just a little bit higher, Scotty. Not much, just a little bit. Whoops, I need to select this though. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Whoops, I shouldn't have done that. I selected another tool. See what I did there? And I'm not talking about myself. Let's try this again. Okay, let's move this back here a little bit. Was it touching that frame there? Oh, I see. So it's pretty close to the bottom grill here. Okay. Let's see if that does it. So let's go Edit, Stroke Path. We're doing it again. Black. It's thicker than that even. Let's go Stroke 9. Yeah, that looks about right. Let's see what that looks like on the car now. Control E to export back to iRacing. And let's hit Control R. That's not it either. That's not it either. Now this is why paint schemes can take a while, because you want to get it right. Once you get that line right, we'll be home free from there. See how it's a little bit more straight right there? That's not what this looks like. It's a little bit more forward. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to keep our Paz tool. We're going to Control Z to get that stroke out of there. Let's put that. That was right, I think. Let me look at it again. Let's put it right there. That's actually where it was. Okay. I think that's how it was. Now, do you see how there's a divot right here? See this divot right here on this car? That's the passenger side. And this piece right here connects to this divot in the car right there. And that's why we're putting that there. As you can see in this, you can actually see the divots in this. And it actually goes right through the corner. So I think that's going to be perfect. Stroke path 9, black stroke. Folks, I think we nailed it there. I'm not trying to be braggadocious, but I think we nailed it there. Let's check it out. Let's go back over to the other screen again. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I feel a lot better about that one. Although his dad does not have those fog lamps down there, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. That's just going to be there. But that's exactly how it should look. You see that? Excellent. Okay. So we got one part done. Let's go back on over here now. What's going on here? Oh, I shrunk that. How'd I do that? There we go. Yes, that's perfect. That's exactly how it goes. Okay. So we have that there. Now we need to go and it connects right there. So let's make another line. So we're happy with that front line. Okay, let's do front line to side line. There we go. Okay. Oh, so here's a question that Aqua asked. We'll actually do this right now. He said, can you mirror a line or a design from one side to the other? We got our one piece exactly how we wanted it. Exactly how we wanted it. So let's right click on that line. Let's duplicate that layer. Okay. We're going to select our mover tool, which is right here, which moves it. We're going to have that selected right there. Make sure you have the second layer selected. The layer you want to move, you got to make sure you have it selected. We're going to choose layer, transform, and this is how you move things, like flip them over. Okay, So we just need it to be flipped over horizontally. Okay, so how do we do that? You're going to choose layer, because remember, layer only controls the layer that you're on. If you click image, it's going to flip the entire image. It's going to mess your whole thing up. So make sure you select layer, transform. When you see transform, keep it in your mind that transform is about moving something, or maybe even changing its size a little bit. That's what transform is, okay? Transform, and we're going to flip it horizontally. You see that? It flipped it horizontally, and now we're going to select it with our move tool. Only that one. Whoops. Okay, I forgot. Before we duplicate this line, we need to select that. Now, this new layer we have, it has the entire picture selected as the layer. So anything we do on this layer, we can do on the entire car. We want to only be able to edit this line right here, because if we don't, it's going to make other things on the car. So how do you do that? How do you make it to where you can only edit this line right here? So you go to layer, and you go cropped content, right? Actually, let's undo that. Let's go alpha to selection. This makes it the most important selection here. See that? Alpha to selection, layer, crop to content. This makes it now to where we only mess with this image. Now, why did I have to do that? Because when I had my move tool, I almost moved the entire image because it had the whole thing selected in there. Now, when I select this layer, I can only mess with that layer. Check it out. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's get a big old pencil, and let's make it white, right? And let's make it huge, right? We're going to make it huge. I'm going to select none to get rid of that. Now, on the base layer, you can see it's white, right? I'm doing white. Now, when I select this line layer, it only... You biscuit. Alpha to selection, layer, crop to selection. There we go. Okay, it's crop to selection. My apologies. Select none. Now, as you can see, you can only do things inside that little square there. That's all we need. Okay? Perfect. Now, when you have it selected like that, you will only ever do that layer right there. See that? It doesn't matter that I'm scribbling all over the place. It's only going to show up on that layer. Okay. So let's duplicate that layer again. Okay. Hey, Chase, we were just talking about you, buddy. Okay, Barkley. And let's layer, transform, flip horizontally. You see that? It made the exact same line, but it flipped it over because we duplicated that first line, so we have two, and then we flipped it. Now, we just click on that, and then we can hit the right arrows and wait till it moves over. You see that? Let's zoom in a little bit here. Now we're moving our line over. It was a good thing. Now we want to get this line in the same exact spot that it was. There we go. How's that look? Do you see that now? Now let's go back and just do base. Boom. Perfect match. Aqua, I hope you're watching. That was just for you. Perfect match right there. Let me get this wheel out of here. Now we have two. Now let's see how it looks on the car. So again, we're going to hit Control and E. How long is this tutorial been going for? Can't have it go too long. We hit Control and E. Now we go back to the sim. Hit Control and R. And let's see how this thing turned out. Boom. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. I need to lock these down. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. We have it highlighted here. Let's look down at this. Let's see if it turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Control and R. And as you can see here, both lines are in the same exact spot. See that? Beautiful. Very nice. Chase, you just missed us get a P4 in the top split. It was awesome. Very awesome. Okay, so there we go. We did it again. We now have our lines exactly where we want them to be. Now, how can we get this? How can we get this to be the color we want? I think it's a silver there now, right? No, that stays blue. That stays blue, so we leave that. Now, let's get it to where that stripe now comes all the way up on the side. So we need to find where this corner here connects with that. And it looks like it just goes right here. So let's take our tool again, our Paz tool right here. Remember, I said we're going to use it a lot. Yeah, it's looking good so far, huh, Brad? Now we take that and we go boop, boop. And I think, seriously, it was that simple. Let's see. Let's fill the path. And remember, I got to put the... Oh, dang. What's going on here? Why does this look so weird? I see. Come on. I got so much moving around here that you can't see everything. Okay, you need to be able to see the tools I'm using. There we go. Okay. This is what we're making. Right here. Making this paint scheme right here. So I seriously think it just goes through there just like that. So remember, we did our Paz tool right here. The Paz tool's right here. We made a dot, and we're going to go a stroke path, 9, and we've got to make sure the color we want is in the front up here. It's black, stroke. Let's see how that turned out. Let's go back on over to iRacing. You got to do this a lot, unfortunately. And I think it was the passenger side. And let's Control R. And we missed it. Okay. We completely missed. This is where turning that wire on is going to help a lot. So let's Control C that. Let's go. Oh, I see where it snaps on. Let's turn that wire on here. Okay. So I just turned the wire back on. I turned the wire on by, remember, underneath the turn off before exiting TGA. Clicking that right there so we can see. And it looks like it connects, whoops. It looks like that line connects right about there. Hit or miss. I guess they never miss, huh? Okay, let's try that again. Stroke path, stroke. And I seriously think that's it right there. Let's turn that wire back off. Control E. Hey, chill, buddy. I need you to chill out. Let's go back on over to iRacing. Man, I'm moving this all over the place. Let's hit Control R. Oh, we're so close. Okay, so we need to bring... See how close we are? But that's not quite right because it kind of flattens out. So that's not right. And we kind of need to, as you can see here, we kind of need to... See how it's not perfect on there? Not acceptable. You got a boyfriend, I bet he doesn't kiss ya. So we need to move this. Let's go back on over to Gimp again. I know it's tedious, guys, but this is what you guys have been asking for. Here you go. Alright, come on. There we go. So we need to move this. Let's do Control Z to get rid of that line. Oops, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Let's go like this right here. And let's straighten that out just a bit like that. Stroke path, stroke. And this time we're just going to leave that up. I don't care if the mesh is on there. It might actually help us. Back on over to iRacing. Control R. Wait, I forgot to Control E in Gimp. That's why it doesn't look the same. Okay, Control E, and now let's bring it up in iRacing. Excuse me. One more time. Ooh, we missed harder. Oof. We missed even harder, so we had to go higher up. Okay. Back on over to Gimp. Control Z. Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. How bad did we miss it there? So it needs to be right about there. Right? From looking at the mesh, whoops. And this one needs to be a little bit straight. Oh. Let's do it like that. Okay, let's try stroking that. That's got to be the one right there. Control E. Back on over to iRacing. So we got that point correct. But we need this to be lower. To see how it's too high right there? We need to bring that down. So the point right here, see that? That is absolutely dead on. Right there. See that? We'll take that. We just need to lower this side right here. So we're getting closer. Let's go back over to Gimp. Control Z to undo the line that we just did. And we need this to... right there. Let's try that. Let's stroke that, yes. No, Brad, it's okay, man. I enjoy doing this. And honestly, it's taken much longer because I'm teaching people how to do it at the same time. Okay, there was stroke there. And there's probably an easier way, to be honest. Control E. Okay, back on over. Back on over to iRacing. Boom. Okay, so that's correct. But again, let's take this wire off now. We're so close to being there. Okay, let's go back on over. Let's undo that stroke one more time. Now, this side's good. We just got to fix this side one more time. Once the lines are done, it's easy peasy from there. Let's move it up just a little bit more. Stroke, stroke, Control E. Alright, back on over to iRacing. Here we go again. Hey, let's see what we got here. Let's turn this wire off. So I'm in Gimp. I turn the wire off and I export it again. And now I'm going to reload in iRacing. Oh, what do you guys think? Could we move down just a tad and we're good with it? This time we'll move it down just a tad and we'll call it good. What do you guys say? Okay, back in here. Control Z one more time. Control Z. Right there. Right there is perfect. Stroke path. Stroke. I think that's it. I think we're going to be happy with it. I'm going to unwire it. Control E to export it. And let's head back on over to iRacing again. Control R. Okay. Well, what's going on here? Yeah, that's right. Okay. There it is, folks. There's that. Well, yeah, it looks right. Okay. Well, no. It's weird because the line almost looks like it's... Let me thin that line a little bit. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to make it... Let's make it a 8 that time because for some reason it doesn't match up. Control E. I'm just thinning the line. You guys don't need to see that. I'm just thinning the line right now. Control E again. That should fix it. Okay, that's perfect. There we go. There we go. Boom. We've got the first excellent little layer done. I love it. I love it. Okay, what do you guys think about that? BRB. Alrighty, Mr. Aqua. So there it is. That is spot on. Now. Whoops. That's perfect. We'll take that. I'm thinking about whether or not we do the other side right away on the front, or oops. Yeah, I might as well, huh? let's do the other side. So let's do that one again. Which one is that one? Oh no, what did I do? See what I did? I made a new layer without doing that. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Okay, so let's select this. You know what? For the sake of this, we'll just redo it again here. And as you can see here, it goes through like right about here. So we're trying to match this to this. And it goes through right about here. Right? Yeah. Stroke path, 8 stroke. There's that. Let's zoom in on that so you guys can see that. Let's go Control E so we can go back into iRacing and see it. Back into iRacing. Let's check out the other side to make sure it's right. Control R. Oh, we're so close. We are so close. Okay, let's... okay, so we just need to move that layer up because we are that close. Okay, so we just need to move it. We don't need to change the size or anything. So, we're going to do layer alpha to selection so we can move just this part right here. Let's see if we can do it. And we are going to move it. Which way do we need to move it? Let me check. Up a little bit. We're going to move it right like that. Okay, let's Control E that. Go back into iRacing. Let's Control R. Hey, there we go. Look at that. Now, the reason why we had to do 2 separate lines like that is because, let me show you this one more time, just so people who are just tuning in understand what's going on. Okay? The reason why we had to make 2 separate lines is because this piece right here connects to this piece right here. Does that make sense? So in order to make this line here to here, we had to connect those. Now is the easy part. Now we get to make the sidelines. Let's go ahead and save it right here. File, save as, Brad Ward Super Late Model, new. Let's save it as new. Brad Ward Super Late Model. Save. Okay, let's go back and look at this real quick. Yep, we'll have to do that one more time, but that one will be a lot easier. What do you think, Berkeley? Huh? What do you think? Okay, I like it. I like it. So let's now do the sideline, and it looks like this one right here, it starts right here at the wheel well and skims the top of it and goes all the way to the bumper. Can you see that? So close, that's right. Alright, let's go ahead back on over here. Snyder's laughing because he might... Someone said Bob Ross time, that's right. It's going to go right here. And I think this is where it's going to be. And I wonder how it comes out on the... So it's above the tail light. Is it like that right there? Nah, it can't be because it skims. It skims the top of it right there. Alright, stroke path, 9, stroke. Whoops. Now, the reason why that didn't work, guys, is because I had this still selected. See that? Do I still have that selected there? It's only going to do stuff on there, so we need to go to Select, None, and now we can make stuff on other things we want. I also need to make a new layer for the side bottom line. Remember, new layer for everything you do. Okay. Stroke path. Boom. Now we have a nice black line right there. Let's go Control E to export it. And let's see how it looks in iRacing. The side may need to be up a tad. Okay, we'll figure it out. Which side? Snyder, the left or the right? Alright, let's check it out here how it looks. Control R. Let's see how that looks on there. Let's compare that to... I don't know. It looks pretty close. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Snyder was exact... Snyder, you saw that through... How did you see that? Snyder was exactly right. The front side is a little bit too low. So let's bring it a little bit higher. Right there. Okay? Stroke path, stroke, black line. Control E to export it out. Ooh, maybe the back needs to be up a little bit though. I don't know. Let's check it. Control R. It doesn't need to be diagonal though. It was not a diagonal line. Why does it bend like that? Do you see that? That's weird. Okay, so we have to do this one side at a time. I'll show you why. Oh, you see this right here? This needs to be nice and straight, and then when it gets to the wheel, it curves up. So what we'll need to do is make a line from here to here, and then a line from there to there in order to make it straight, is what it's looking like. Otherwise, it's not going to be straight. Unless it's not straight on the super late mod. Well, it's not straight on there either. Take a look. Okay, so maybe that is right. You see that? It kind of curves up right there too. Let's look at some other photos here just to be sure. Yeah, I think you're right there, Scott, because you can see it does curve up a little bit. So I think we'll take that line actually. Okay. Okay, perfect. Then I will take that. If you guys are happy with it, if Brad's happy with it, I think it does curve up on the real picture as well, because look at that. Whoop, goes up. So we'll take that. So remember, this base right here stays all blue. Alright? Now, let's take that. No, I read exactly what you said, Scott. That's what I said. I would say it looks like on the real card, it just curves up. Yeah, that's exact. I read what you said. That's what it was. Okay, I gotcha. So let's duplicate this layer because we're going to do it again. Oh, I need to get rid of that pit crew logo. Sorry, guys. So that sideline right here, this layer right here, we're going to alpha to selection, layer, crop to content, and layer. We're going to duplicate that layer, and we're going to transform that layer. Remember, transforming is flipping or making smaller or bigger. We need to flip it vertically. Okay, layer, transform, let's flip it vertically here, and now let's move it. Select none, so we get rid of that. Let's move it, click it, and let's move it up. It should be exactly the same now on the other side. What is going on here? What did I do? Whoop, 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 whoop. Select none. Alright, let's try this again. Sideline copy. I did flip it. Or did I? Layer, transform, flip vertically. There we go. Let's move it. Here it goes. Now we're putting this on the other side of the car. This is going to be a cool paint scheme. I'm just doing with the arrows because I want to... Now, there's other ways you can do it. You can move by selecting control, and it'll basically keep it in the same section, but I'm using arrows because even with the control and the click, I mess it up. Okay, so this should be barely grazing the rear wheel well at the top. So it should be right about there. But as you can see, they're not exactly the same. Okay. Let's see how that looks on the driver's side. Control E. Okay. Let's Control R in side iRacing. And yeah, I think that's a match there, folks. Let's go back into Gimp to make sure that's how it's supposed to look. And notice here, there's a significant difference from the level here all the way up here. It's way up there up here, and it goes about the middle of the wheel here. And I think that's about how ours looks too. Okay, so that's good. Yes, it does feel more natural when you use the arrow, Snyder. I completely agree. When you do it with the mouse, it just doesn't feel right. Huh, Barkley boy? Oh, I know, Barkley. Okay. Alright, let's move this wheel out of the way. I've been saying this all stream. Alright, got my iRacing wheel here. We're just going to move it because I don't need it anymore. It's in the way. Alright. If you are actually learning something in this stream, please give me some Benny Parsons. Otherwise, I'll just finish it on my own. But if you guys feel like you're learning something, please let me know. That's what we're trying to do here. A lot of guys wanting to learn how to do this. Okay. Well, I did flip it, Scotty, so the angle that's on the one side is exactly the same as the other. So it should be exactly the same. You think so, Scott? Let's check it out. Did I not flip that properly? Let's go back over there. Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, Scotty. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Alright, what next? Now we need to make the second line. Right? And I need to see the deck lid to see if that is silver or if that's black. Let's go back in the Discord here really quick. I want to see. Oh, you have to be a subscriber. That one is Benny Parsons. I don't know if you're a sub, Scott, but that's Benny Parsons. Okay. Yeah, it does. You don't really see it well till it's on the car. So that looks pretty good. Now let's go back into Discord here. I need to look at the deck lid of this thing. It looks like it is. Oh, I can't really see that. Oh, there we go. Oh, it is silver. Okay. Perfect. That's all I needed to know. Okay, let's keep going. Deck lid is silver. Okay. Excellent. Now we need to begin to make the second line, and then we can start to fill them in. Okay, as you can see, the line goes right here, goes to the headlight, and it looks like it hits the other corner of the hood there. Let's find out. Let's get in there, and it looks like, so it goes to the headlight right here, and it looks like it goes right here into that corner. So let's get our Paz Tool again. Yeah, give me some DMs. If you got Drunk Mercenary emoticons, let's see them. Oh, I love that guy. That guy is so awesome. Okay, let's go like this. And I believe there's some curve to it. A little bit of curve. So let's put a little bit of curve to it right like that. Whoops. And let's flatten out that curve so it's not just like a huge angle right there. Yes, I like that. Let's go stroke path. 9 stroke. Oops. Remember, I got to make a new layer now. Front, second line. Hey, cut it out, please. Thank you. Okay. Stroke path. Stroke. Booyah. There's stroke line number 2. Let's go control. Hey, Barkley, I need you to quit licking me. Okay? Listen, I know you want to be the star of the day. Okay? I need you to quit licking me. I know. You're a good boy. Okay, back on over to iRacing. Oopsie daisy. What'd I do? Okay, back on over to iRacing. Here we go. What a mess. Let's go back on over to the front here. And let's go Control R. Nope. That's not the right corner. It needs to come on over to the right just a little bit more. Interesting. Let me look at the thing again. Let's look back at the car again, because I don't think I'm getting the... I have a question for you, Brad. This black right here, is this the hood right here? That's probably exactly where the hood is, right? I'm imagining, Brad. That's my guess. Is this like where the hood ends? Is this where it is? Or does the hood overlap? Or does the silver overlap onto the hood? It looks like this black goes right here. Yeah, I think it's the hood right there. But it looks like a little bit of silver comes up. So we need to make that line come up right where the hood is. Okay, excellent. That makes it really easy. So we just need to move that over just a little bit more. So let's go back into the paint. Let's keep our tool selected. Let's Control Z to get that black line out of there. Let's, whoopsie daisy. Let's select just this one right here. Move it back a little bit like that. Alright, let's stroke past that, and let's see if that shows up right at where the hood meets it. Black is the hood. Okay. Let's Control E that to upload it back into iRacing. I said Control E that. There we go. Alright, back into iRacing. See, we're getting the hard part done now. We're about ready to get to the fun, easy part. Oh, just a little too much. We need to make that angle bigger too, if you can see there. See how that angle, it's kind of bending inward instead of outward. We need to make sure that angle is bending outward, because that's how it looks on his. Yeah, we need to do a better job of that. So we'll make sure we bend that too. No, it's perfect, Brad. It's perfect. I'm just zoomed in quite a bit. Okay, let's go back here. Keep our tool selected. Control Z to make that line go away. Let's go back a little bit more, and let's make sure this is bending a little bit more like that. A little bit more of a bend like that, okay? Stroke path, stroke, line. Ooh. Do you see this right here? That is ugly. That is ugly. Let's redo that. Let's just move this one right there. Up a little bit more right there. Okay, stroke path, black. Control E to export it once again to iRacing. Let me check here. That's a good question, huh? I think that's the best we have right there for the front. But it looks like, okay, so here's what it looks like, Snyder. It looks like right where the hood ends and the regular body meets is where it is. So we only need to color in the hood here, and that's going to be correct. And the silver starts right here, if that makes sense, above the Hoosier line. I think. We'll find out when we do it. Okay, back on over to iRacing. Let's see how that did there. Ah, too much again. You know what, though? Okay, Barkley, stop. Let's go back over in Gimp. It actually goes right here. It goes right through that, no. It goes right through here, about. As you can see. Yeah, see where it goes through the headlight there? That's exactly how we need to be. So it's a little bit thinner right there too. Okay, I have a good feeling about that one. Let's try this. That is not even close. Well. Oh, you know what? That is very close, actually. Let's zoom into that. Oh yeah, that is very close. Okay. So no, we need to do it right there in that corner, because it looks like it is perfect. See this line right here where the hood and the body meets? That is where the colors change. So. Alright, let's do it again. One more time. One more time, and we're going to try to hit exactly where the hood and the body meet, which looks to be right here. That's got to be it right there. Oh boy, that looks good. I can tell you right now, that feels right. Look at that. Okay, let's try this one more time. Back over to iRacing. Ah! Too far once again. Alright, one more time on this. Okay, right there. That feels right. That feels so right there. Control E. Just right now. Yes! Right there. Oh boy. You see that? We nailed it that time. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can make it go a little bit more to the right. Just a tad. I mean, just a tad. Let's make it go a little bit more to the right, and then we're good. So, I mean, not even like a... Right there. Excellent. That's going to be it right there. Yes. Yeah, you're right. That's an easier way to do it, actually, Snyder. I don't know why I didn't think of that. But I think right there, that's where... Boom. Okay, let's color the hood, just like he said. Okay. So let's take the hood right here. Now here is what I found the easiest way to color a hood. Maybe there's an easier way for you, but this is the best way that I've found to do it. Okay? You can actually see where the hood changes right there. You see that? So we're going to take our tool right there. We're going to have it black, and we're just going to color it like that. Now you can change the size by going over here and clicking size. And I actually want pretty big. And we'll just match it up where it changes there. And we'll just... Now, once you have that tool selected, you can actually shift and click, and it'll make a line. See that? It'll make a line from wherever you do it. And we'll just do the outside, and I'll show you why we're doing the outside here in a moment. Okay, now let's make sure we do the entire outside because we're going to use the bucket to fill it in. Now you don't actually have to do it visually. You could actually just do this corner and do it like that and fill it in, and the bucket would be okay, but you know what? We're just going to do it so we can see it. Okay, so let's take our bucket tool. Oh. Let's see. Dang, we should have... Ugh. We didn't make a new one, so we gotta do a new one for the hood. I did not see that. I screwed that up. I have. You know what? We'll just fill it in manually now. You couldn't... Now, since I did it that way, we just had to fill it in manually. No, go back there. If you ever lose your tool options, by the way, just go back to Add tab, and it brings it right back. So we'll just fill in the hood manually now because I screwed it up. So the hood is black. Ooh, this is going to look good, let me tell you. Let's make it bigger. Alright, let's export it now and see what it looks like. Ooh, my processor's like, oh, this is a lot of work. Go back onto here. I knew it. Okay. Do you see what happened there? Look at this. I figured this is what was going to happen. We uploaded it to here. Look at that. So we have to find exactly where the hood line starts and begins. We'll do that with the wire. So we can do that with the wire, and I'll show you how to do that. So we need to make that blue again. So let's turn the wire back on so we can see the hood. Okay, you see that? Ooh, my processor's struggling. We got a lot going on right now. Ooh, we might have to do this in parts because my processor's not liking all this going on. Okay, but do you see this line right here? Oh, come on. Oops. See this line right here? This is actually the side of the body and where the hood begins. So let's put this back down, and we need to fill that in silver. So let's get that silver color off there here. Remember how we do that? We use that dropper tool called the color picker tool. Let's get that silver selected. I like that silver. No, I don't like that silver. Let's do this silver right here. There we go. I like that silver. Go back on over here. Select our pencil tool again. And we can just actually do it like this. You butt it up nice and even like that. Boom. Shift, click to make the line. Shift, click. All the way butt it up against there at the top. Shift, click. Shift, click. Boom. And now we have silver right there. And this is exactly how it's going to look. Now to get that little corner right there, we'll have to bring the size down a little bit. And we'll do that. Boom, boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, there we go. Now check this out when we load this back out now. Ooh. My processor's not liking this. Streaming, running iRacing, and working on a paint scheme. Alright, check this out now. Watch this. Ready? We're uploading it back. Oh, boys. Ha! Ready? Look at that. Just like we wanted. I like it. Nice. See, that's how it's supposed to look right there. So let's do the other side now. Oh yeah, we're putting it to the test with this. Running iRacing, streaming, and doing that. I probably should have restarted it in 30 frames per second, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay. Let's get it back on over here. Let's do the same thing now with the other side. Did you guys see that? Looked a lot better. That looked like it was supposed to be. Oh, come on, processor. You can do it. Same thing with the other side. Okay. So see the line here that separates the hood from the rest of the body of the car? We're trying to butt that silver right up against there again. So let's do this again. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So I'm butting it right up against the line there. Hitting shift because it'll make a straight line. Butting it up against the line once again. Shift, holding shift to make that line. Click. And as you can see, it made that perfect line for me there. Oh, not perfect. We'll fill it in right there. But yeah, pretty close. Alright, same thing. Shift, click. Boom. And we have ourselves a good looking car. Turn that wire off. Oh, my poor processor. Alright. Let's check it out now. We're going to load it back onto iRacing. Now let's see what you guys think thus far. Now we'll clean it up here at the end too. There we go. Oh, it's a little bit sloppy there on the hood. You see that? We'll clean that up. But as you can see, the basic colors, they look good, right? That's about what this looks like right here. Okay. Right? We're starting to get there. So let's clean that up a little bit. Let's straighten that out. Turn it back to black. This line needs to be straight. So we're going to re-go back over it here. And just butt it up right there. And make another line. Boom. Straighten it right out. See that? Yeah, yep, you're right, Brad. Brad. We're fixing it right now. Okay. Oh! We didn't want that. Okay, let's see if we fix that line there. Go back on over to iRacing. See on the right side how it's choppy there? Let's see if we clean that line up. A little bit better. Now we need to do it on the left side. But if you zoom out, I mean... Okay, what do you guys think about that? Okay. We need to clean up the left side a little bit. We'll do that right now. same thing. We got our pencil tool still. We're gonna butt it right up against the edge here. Okay. We're gonna butt it right up against this edge right here. Shift, click, cleaned up that line. So now we have 2 clean lines on that hood. All right, look at it one more time. Beautiful. There we go. Now let's add the silver. Oh, I didn't add that second line in there? Okay, we will. Now we need to continue to work on the front here. Okay. Let's take that line right there. Where is it at? Okay, so we need to make a new line. Let's actually... Okay, let's make a new layer. Which one? On the left or the right? Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, let's fix it then. I see what you're saying. Let's fix it. He's talking about... Oh, dang. What do we do with it? Let's fix it, Snyder. Front, second, stripe. I see what you're saying now. I wasn't looking at that, but yes, let's fix it. Okay, so let's get our tool again. It starts here, and it should be right about there. Right there. Alright. Let's take the... Dang, I don't know where that was. Trying to get rid of that second line there. There we go. Beautiful. Let's see what that looks like now. Let's try that. Back on over to iRacing. We export it again. Let's see if that fixed it. How about that? That looks good. Okay, so now wait a minute. On the front of this... Oh, I see. Okay. Excellent. I like that, boys. What do you think? No, we're making this for Brad, so we're going to make it perfect. I appreciate that you have that there. Okay. Let's do this. Image. So now we're going to click this, right click. Remember, we're going to alpha to selection, and we're going to duplicate that. Crop to selection, layer, duplicate layer. We're going to now transform it, remember? Oh, easy, Scotty. After I do the second line, I'll show you how I cleaned up the edges on that the hood. Okay, so we duplicated that layer, and we're going to transform, and we're going to flip it because we need it on the same exact line on the other side. So we're going to layer, transform, and we're going to flip it from side to side. So we're going to flip it vertically. Get our move tool, select none, and let's move it. Oops. Oh, that processor is saying, ouch. Huh. Why doesn't it look right? Let's see, layer. That doesn't look right. It's the same exact line. Huh. Layer, transform. Let's see if we flip it vertically again, what happens. That does not look right. Does that look right? You think so? Okay. Let's put it back then. Okay. Select. None. Layer. Transform. Horizontally. Okay, this should be correct. Okay, there we go. That does look better, actually, because it does have a bow to it, as it should. Yes, exactly. I think you guys are... That's why it didn't look right. Ah. I got you. Okay, thank you, guys. I appreciate that. This looks about right. Okay. Yes, we should have flipped it horizontal. Thank you for paying attention. And that should be about right there. Let's see what... Barkley. Look at him, guys. He wants attention. I know, I know. Okay. Back over to our car. Let's go Control R. This could be better. We'll fix that. Okay, so that one looks good. Yep. We can move it a little bit further out, actually. That's weird. Okay, so let's go back. Let's move it further out. It needs to be moved further out. So let's go back over to it. Move it a few clicks outward, which is weird because it's not going to be... Alright, I Control E it to export it back to iRacing. Alright, let's do it again. It's closer, but it needs to be a little bit further out. But here's the thing, though. Okay, that still looks right. Okay, we're close. We're close. Let's move it back out here. Oh, no problem, Chris. Yeah, I hope this is helping. If this is helping you guys, and if you guys have questions like Scott, just say something and we'll go back and we'll fix whatever it is. So we need to move this just a few more clicks outward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's try that. Now, on here it doesn't look the same, but what's important is on the hood. One more click and it'll fix it. One more click. Okay. So I just did it right there. You guys didn't need to see me move it one click. There we go. Alright, how do you guys feel about that? What do you think? I like it. I like it. There we go. It does get... Now, it worries me how skinny it gets on the front. But if you look at the car, it does get really skinny right there. So that's correct. Which helps me feel a lot better. Okay. Let's head back on over to the car now. Brad, we're coming along. Alright, so we are going to now fill this in. Now, here's the deal. I know there's a better way to fill this in, okay? Well aware of it. Stop. Hey, can you stop for me? Can you stop for me, buddy boy? Alright. Because I need to keep doing this. So we need to make a new line because we're doing the gray now. Oh, yes. Scotty, I forgot. How did I fix the hood, how it looked all fuzzy and stuff? I took the pencil tool, okay? Because I dabbed in and I filled it in a little bit. And it made it look all wonky. So I took the pencil tool. I got it to the color I wanted to. Now, I took the pencil tool. See how it's a circle there? I lined it up exactly how it should be right here. Fit it on that corner. I clicked. I went to the other side. Lined it up perfectly again, just how it should be. I held shift. See how that line comes there? Clicked. Perfectly straight line that cleaned it up. Yes, this is a great looking super light model. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. So there is most certainly a better way to fill this in. I'm not sure yet. You know what? Let's just merge these down. Now I'm merging these down to save my processor space, or processor from being used so much. Don't do this in yours. You won't have to worry about streaming and running iRacing at the same time. Okay, I'm just getting rid of these layers. Okay. Okay, so now we're back in here. We're gonna do, whoopsie, let's rename that. So if you need to rename a layer, right click on it, hit edit layer attributes, and we're gonna do front silver. Okay, now don't merge these layers down when you're doing it. I'm just doing it to try to help my processor here. So I'm gonna use our pencil tool. This is not the best way to do it, but right now this is the easiest way to do it without me getting into a whole nother Gimp tutorial. And we're gonna do it this way. We're just gonna line it up with the line here. Boom. I'm gonna try to fill it in with the paint tool. So we're gonna make an outer edge here so the paint tool knows where to stop. You see how I'm perfectly lining up those pixels there? There's definitely an easier way to do this, guys, trust me. But we're just doing it this way for now. Hey, that's okay. That's no problem. I assume so. I think the latency's down just a little bit. So we're just filling this in like this. And I can't use the shift tool because remember, it wasn't a perfectly straight line. I guess really we could, but let's see what the magic tool does. Let's try the base color. You know what? Actually, the better way to do this would have been to do it underneath the base. Biscuits. Now remember how I said that the base tool, or the bottom layer is underneath all this stuff? If we do it on the base layer, we don't have to worry about it being perfect because this black will cover it up. So let's do it this way. Let's go right in the middle of here. See that? How it didn't go over the black because it's underneath? Let's do that. Let's do a shift. Ah, much better. Except, let's go a little bit higher. Boom. Yes. Boom. As long as we're underneath that black layer, we're okay. Boom. Oh, man. Beautiful. Alright, boys. There's that. Uh-oh. It's starting to look like a race car here. Boom. Boom. Now I'm using, remember, holding the shift to make that line. And as long as I'm underneath the black layer, because I'm on the base layer here, it's okay. Barkley, come on. You're killing me, man. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, we're getting a race car. Let's Control E that to see what that looks like. Alright, back on over to iRacing. Processor said thank you. We're running a lot better. And uh-oh, here it goes. We are almost done with the front. Oopsie. We are almost done with the front. So let's get the front done. Let's fill that black in there now. Same thing. Same thing like we did with the silver. As long as we're underneath this black layer right here, it's okay. As a matter of fact, yeah, we're okay. Let's do it again. We're doing the black now. I believe the front's black, yes, okay. I almost screwed that up if not. Hey, Barkley, no more. Okay, I'm holding shift to make that line, by the way. That's all I'm doing. This is a sharp scheme. I gotta say, I really like it. The more I'm working on it, the more I like it. Uh-oh. Okay, so once we have an area filled in like that, you should be able to use the fill bucket, which is that right there. I know, you can hear her, can't you? Or him. There we go. Once you have an area filled in, you can just fill it in with the fill bucket. Uh-oh. We are starting to see the front of this car come together. And let me tell you, I'm liking it. Okay, let's Control E to see what that looks like. Alright. Let's check it out on the front of this car now. I'm going to see it before you guys. Oh, gosh. This is cool. Alright, let's check it out. Alright. What do you think, guys? It's starting to look like it's supposed to. I really like it. Now, we need to silver out now the other parts. But look at that. What do you think, Brad? Does that look like it so far? The front? Okay, let's get the silver tool back out. And we're going to do the underneath the base again. And we're just going to go boop, 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 boop. Remember, I'm holding shift and click to do this. That's all I'm doing. Yes. Yes, the fill tool, as long as there's the similar colors on the outside of it, it'll completely fill in that part. The splitter? Oh, yes, we'll make the splitter black. Now, like I was saying before, the splitter has its very own layer, and we'll do that towards the end here. Okay, so remember, I'm just holding shift to make a line, and this is a straight line, so it should just come all the way right back here, like that. All right. Boys, I gotta take a 2-second break to let him out, but we'll finish this up here first. Alright, right there. All the way like that. Boom. Boom. Now you see there's a thin line here that separates these two. And if I remember correctly, that's black there, so we do need to separate them, yes. So this line right here, let's put the wire in there. Yeah. So we just need to keep that right there silver. 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 Remember how I brought the wire up? It's underneath the turn off for TGA. This helps me to see exactly what's going to be on the car. Anything outside this white line here is not going to show up. So I can be sloppy outside of there all I want. Okay, so I've made an outside color there. You see that? And we can now just fill that in. Oh, come on, processor. We can now just fill that in with the paint tool, the fill tool. Oh boy. You know what, this is bothering me. Ah. Gonna Control E to export it. See how it looks on here now? Oh guys. Oh guys, you are not ready for this. Okay. Here we go. Look at this. Uh-oh. It's starting to look like Brad Ward's dad's late model here. Look at that. That is cool. I gotta say, I really like this scheme. Alright, now let's do the other side. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm going to take Barkley out for 2 seconds. That's what he's whining about. And I will be right back. Go ahead and check out this car a little bit more. Be right back. The wife was home, which helped with that. Excellent. Okay. Let's get back to it. Now let's fill in the other side. Now remember, because the base paint is the lowest of the lowest, layer, it's gonna be underneath this, so I don't have to get it perfect. I just have to make sure it's underneath this black line here because it's a layer above it. Whoopsie. Wait a minute. Did I make that part of the base layer? Hope not. Better not have. Okay, beautiful. Okay, here we go. Doing it again. Let's bring that wire back up so we can see how close we need to get it. Whoopsie daisy. Ah, dang it. No, we don't need that. How did I do that? Oh. Whoops, I accidentally selected another tool. There we go. Remember, I just have to make it within these white lines here, because that's where the car is actually going to be. That stuff that's outside these white lines does not matter. Okay. Perfect. Did we do that in the back too? Yeah. Oh, we went too far down. What am I thinking? That didn't feel right when I did it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's right. Keep going. This should be a straight line here. All the way to the edge. And back up here. Now we can, since we made an outer line again, we can now use our fill tool. Alright, let's grab it. Oops. Oh, dang it. Nope, we didn't complete it, so we gotta... Come on. Wrong tool again. We need the pencil tool. Shift, click. Shift, click, shift, click. Okay, that should do it. Everything should be connected now. Okay, so we have an outer line here. If there's any opening at all, it'll fill in anything outside that. So there we go. Now, on here, it might look ugly, but let me tell you, everything's perfect. The way it should be. Oh, not that, though. Okay, let's export that again, and let's see how it looks on the other side now. Then we need to do the Decklid. And then we're going to get into sponsorships. How about that? Okay. Control R after we export it. Remember, we export it by using Control E after setting up the export to iRacing files. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's starting to look like Brad Ward's dad's super late model. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's do the Decklid now to finish that off. What do you guys think? Is that starting? Oh, you guys didn't see it. Oh, I'm such a tool. Sorry. Here it is. Let's try it again. All right, we just need to do that Decklid now. There is that. Oh, I like it. I like it. What do you guys think? Alright. Let's do the Decklid now. And again, I'm just going to use the same way we've been doing it. There's better ways to do it. The TP... Oh, yes. We will do that. Oh, you're right. Yes. Of course. So I'm going to do the Decklid now. How could I forget that? You are absolutely right there, Snyder. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Fill it in with our fill tool. Fill that in with the fill tool. Alright, let's Control E it to see what it looks like. Remember, Control E sends it back out to that folder. Let's refresh it here in iRacing. Alright. See what it looks like here. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We got ourselves a paint scheme. Now let's do the top. Let's look up at the top here. Let's get that done. Oh man, I gotta say, Brad, I like this paint. I really do like it. Okay. Okay, so let's do that. Let's bring the wire back up. Get you guys back on over here. Oh, you want Rand-Aid on there? Okay. Okay. Wherever he wants it, we'll put it. That's excellent. Maybe we'll put it on the side here. I don't know. We'll see when we get to it. All right, let's put that wire back up there so I can make sure that I do not overlap. Behind the right side window, your silver flips up. Oh, does it? On here it does? Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right. How did you catch that? I think that's how it is on there, too. Okay, I see what you're saying there. Wow, how did you catch that, Snyder? That is amazing attention to detail. Okay, so let me show you guys what Snyder's talking about here. Snyder noticed... How did you notice this? In that far shot, see this right here, that silver right there? We're going to need to fix that. Wow. Details, brother. That's right. That's right. We're doing a paint scheme for a friend, so we got to pay attention to details. Okay. All right, let's flip it. There we go. So we're gonna make sure this is all black. Boom. Uh-oh. Okay, now you see what happened there? Because I have the wire selected, I'm only gonna paint that wire. We don't want that. We gotta go back to the base paint. Boom. Select that. All right. We're gonna do this all again, so we can just fill it in with the old fill tool. Dr. Fill tool, that is. Now remember, I'm only holding shift and click on that. I'm clicking, and then wherever I clicked from last, holding shift, that's where it goes. So we're doing that, we're doing that, doing that. Oh, I see right where it is, right there. Do you see that? Right there it is. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Yes, now I definitely do see. Right there is where it needs to be black. That's exactly what Snyder just pointed out, right there. All right. See if we can fill that in now. Is everything? Oh, no, the outer edges are not all filled in. See this opening right here? If I fill with that open like that, it will fill everything outside of that as well. Okay. Let's take that wire off and see how it looks now. Alright, let's see how it looks. Control E. Alright, let's go down like this. Oh, look at that. Right there, Snyder. Let's see if it looks better, though. Okay. There we go, Snyder. That's better. Wow, there we go, boys. That is looking like the paint scheme we wanted. And look, you're right. I fixed that silver tip right there. That's you were talking. Oh, wait, you guys can't see that. Gosh darn it. I gotta remember you guys can't see that. Okay, now look at it. Now, as you can see, Snyder, we did fix that silver tip there, too. See that? Fixed it. And look at that. Now that, I gotta say, that's a cool paint scheme. I like it. I like it. We just got some details to do now. Okay, so the funny thing is, now we're going to get into logos. And oh wait, no, we need to do the splitter, just like Snyder said. Let's do that. Let's see if it has the... Okay, now, you do not paint the splitter yourself. There is a... On the right side here, on all these that iRacing included, there's a front splitter layer. They have that cropped for you, so the only thing you have to do is take your pencil tool, select the blue you had, and just go right over top of it. Check this out. Ready? Let's make it huge. Now, if it doesn't do it right, I'll be so mad. Oh, boy. There it is. There it is. Is that how it looks on that, too? Yep. Okay. All right. Let's export that now. Let's go Control R. Look at that. I love it. That's a cool car, man. That is a cool car. Well, Brad, if you're getting happy, I'm pretty excited about this paint scheme. I like it a lot. Roll bars are black. Okay, we can take care of that. Okay, so just like we chose the front splitter like that, there's actually a spot. See? Okay, now there's another layer where it says roll bar. Do you see that? It's going to select the roll bars for you as well. So it selected this little square out here. These little squares represent different things. That one's the roll bar. That one represents cockpit color. And the only way you can change those is by having them highlighted, okay? One is going to be the pit box color. So I select roll bar color. It highlighted that little pixel. See that? Changed it to black. Now the roll bars on the car should be black as well. So let's export that. And let's look at it again. Now it should change those roll bars from red to black. Now watch. I export it. Let's reload it. Roll bars right in here. There's a little bit of... oh, those are pull tabs. Okay. Those roll bars there, they're now black. Let's also make the cockpit black as well. That doesn't look right. I believe the cockpit in that is black as well. Ooh, yeah. It's black. It's cool. Alright, back over here. Okay, let's zoom back in. Using the plus and minus key, by the way. Or you can control and scroll. Let's get cockpit color. It's blue. Let's change that black now, too. Okay, remember? See how it highlighted that? I clicked roll bar. It highlighted that bar. I highlighted cockpit. It highlighted that little box. So let's export it again. Okay, back here. Control. Now let's show you this. Actually, let's show you live. Control R. The cockpit is now black, and this thing is coming together. Very cool. Boy, I'm liking this. I really do like this scheme. It's cool. Okay. Back over here now. Now we need to start adding logos. So we're going to put that away. And we're going to put the logos. Actually, let's do this. Let's put the logos. We're going to put a new folder here for all the logos. So let's put them around. Is there a... There's no Hoosier stickers on the actual car, but let's make the Hoosier logo. Let's make it black. Okay, included in this here, there are two Hoosier things right here. You see that? One's going to be the inside part. One's going to be the extra, like the highlighting around it. So let's do the inside. Now that we have it highlighted, it should only do the Hoosier. You see that? Let's zoom in. See what it does there? I have Hoosier curve right here. Only that's going to be doing that, okay? Now I'm going to do the stroke. Okay, so now if I change that to white, the outline, oh boy. This is a cool paint scheme. It'll only let me do the outside of it. Boom, just like that. Oh yeah. This thing's looking cool. Now check out what it did to the Hoosier logo here. Let's export it. Did it export it? Nope. Export. go back over here. Pull it up. Oh, it looks way cooler with that Hoosier logo in black. Look at that. See what I'm saying? That's excellent. I like it like that right there. Okay. Now we can start doing logos. Okay, so the cool thing is, I already have the logos for the Lord Cove from doing Jeremy's previous one. Let's rename this. It's going to be sponsorships. Okay. Okay, so we need the Lord Co one. Is it in here? Let's see if I have it in here. I do. Okay, so here it is right here. Which one's on the hood? It's got white lettering, so it's white with... Okay, we can do that. So where is that here? That's going to be this one right here. Okay, I have that logo. We might have to fix the lettering, but that's okay. Okay, so the only thing you have to do to put logos in this... Now remember, I made a whole nother folder to put these into, right? So see this folder right here? I have sponsorships. Now that I have that highlighted, anything that I put in here is going to go into that folder, or at least it should. Let's put this right here. Let's put it over the hood. Oh boy, look at that. That is cool. Let's move that over. Remember how I said that? Just using the arrow keys here. Or we can just move it manually as well. Okay. Now, remember, transform, layer, transform. Let's rotate it counterclockwise, just like that. Oh, I love it. Let's see how far over it goes. It goes all the way to the silver on both sides. So let's put it up here. Oh, look at that. Very cool. Now we need to change that auto parts and the top stripe. See that? Auto parts and the top stripe are white. So let's do that. Let's take our fill bucket tool. Let's go white. Okay. Let's turn that to white. Ooh, I like it. Oh, thank you, Brad. It's just been like, you won't believe how many hours I fiddled away at this and didn't have like any results. Oh, this is cool. Oh, that's cool. Let's export it and see how it looks. This thing is starting to look like the real deal right here. Okay. Back over here. Let's export it back onto there. We don't need you. We don't need you. Oh, man, look at that. What do you guys think? I love it. Okay, so check it out, guys. Let's do the... Okay, here's this, right? There's that one. Now look at the other one. Ignore the number. Ready? Now look at the other one. Back to the other one. What do you think? Does it look the same? I think the logo on ours is actually too far up the hood. Let's move it down a little bit. Let's move it down. Oops. Don't want that. Control Z to fix any of your mess ups, guys. Let's move her on down the hood here. Alright, let's try this again. Okay. Let's refresh it. Oh, man, that's cool. Brad, your dad drives a super cool late model. I love it. Ignore the numbers. We'll fix the numbers later. But look at that. Now, Brad, is there any sponsorships on the Decklid back there? I need to know that. That is cool, man. I like it. Alright. Let's get back on over here now. Now there is another Lordco right there. I think that's all it says is Lordco. Yeah, it's just the Lordco logo, it looks like. So let me look at the other pictures. It just says Lordco and nothing else. Okay, let's go back here. Let's select the logo, and I'm just checking out other pictures right now to make sure that I'm right about that. That it just says Lordco on the side. Yep, it's only Lordco, there's no other lettering there. So it's just Lordco. Well, I'm talking about, Brad, I'm talking about right here. Okay, so on the, okay, I'm gonna put It's Me Randy on the deck there, the deck top. Okay, so we'll do that. I like this. I really like this scheme. So we need to fix this Lordco so it only says Lordco and doesn't have that auto parts. So we're gonna open up our Lordco thing and we're gonna chop it up just to where it does that. So Lordco blue, we need the white one. There we go. We're gonna open this up, and the only thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna crop it. We're not even gonna put anything else on there. So let's take this. Let's just, this is our cropping tool, by the way, right here up on the right. See that? That's the cropping tool, and it'll cut anything outside of that. So we're gonna put this in the box right here. Boom. Let's save that. We're going to save it as a PNG. Remember, I taught you, only PNGs will show up as transparents. Let's go paint, erasing logos, Lordco, just Lordco, save. What's the problem? What's it say? What? Oh, I got to export it. Whoops. I have to export it. File, export as Lordco, just Lordco. Yeah, so if you're going to do that, you have to export it. Export. There we go. Replace. Actually, no, we're not. Wait, which one's Lordco? Lordco plain. Let's say that. Okay. We're done with this now. Let's take that logo now and put it onto our car. Where's the Lordco point? There it is. Let's move it on down there. I think it needs to be a little bit smaller. Now remember what I told you about resizing images? You want to try to do it in one shot. Let's see how it looks on there. So it's behind. Let's do this. Right there. Let's see the wire though. We might have to make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, we need to resize it one more time. I hate resizing it multiple times. There we go. Boom. Let's move it. Okay. Let's export that. Oops. Let's take the wire off, then export it. There we go. Now let's export it. And see how it looks. This is on the passenger side, it looks like. There is no passenger. There's the opposite of the driver's side, I guess. Let's see how it looks now. There we go. Just like it looks. Now, you're saying it's a little bit rolled over there, but that was intentional, and I'll show you why. Okay, I love it. As you can see on this picture too, the Lordco is rolled over a little bit there on the back. That's why we did it like that on that one. So we can now duplicate this layer and do the same exact thing. Layer, transform. Let's duplicate this. Duplicate layer. And we're going to transform it, remember? And we're going to flip it 180. Now, if we flip it vertically, it's going to make the text backwards. Yeah, we wanted it rolled over a little bit because that's how it is in the real car. And that's how super late models are. They do roll them over a little bit, most of them anyways. So we're going to move this one now all the way up. Same exact spot. Alright, come on now. Today. You guys might want to get a cup of coffee during this part. Or maybe some physicists. Oh, I got water here too. Almost there. There we go. Perfect. Let's export that. And let's see how it looks on the real car. Yeah, nobody likes Concord, Scott. Nobody. You're not the only one that doesn't like it. Nobody likes it. Alright. Oh, and looky there. Love it. That is perfect. Oh, I love it. You know what? Let's put some other decals on here too. We got to put the Ford on the front grille there. And we got to put a Ford on the back bumper as well. Right in the middle. So do I have any Ford logos? I don't think I have any Ford logos. Let's see what it looks like on his. It's a little one. I do not have any Ford logos. Okay, let's get a Ford logo here. Now we need one that's kind of small. There, that one will do. Okay, let's save image as racing logos. Ford. There we go. So now we can put that Ford logo on the front. See how it's on the front, like right here? We'll put it on his too. Yeah, Danny, this is actually Brad Ward's dad's actual real life late model. Look at that. It's a pretty. Yeah, Danny, I love that scheme that you run, by the way. It is beautiful. This is what Brad Ward's dad runs in real life. So we're doing this for him. So we're putting that Ford logo on here. We're putting the finishing touches on it. We're going to put the Ford logo onto... I don't see it. There it is. Oh, did Danny's paint inspire your guys's? Oops. Okay, it's in the... Okay, good. So we want it right there. Let's bring it down. Hopefully it doesn't get too pixelated. It's tiny on there. Don't get pixelated. Oh, perfect. It looks great. I think it's actually smaller than that. Yeah, much smaller. Holy cow. Okay, so it's like tinier even. Wow, it's even smaller than that. Alright, right like that. Okay, I like that. Let's see how that looks. Alright, let's go back on over to iRacing now, and let's see. Man, iRacing's acting weird. Let's see what it looks like on the front there with that Ford logo. There we go, Brad. That's what it looks like, right? It looks pretty close to me. Yeah. Holy cow, it looks like dead on the grill. Very cool. Check it out. See that? So we got that part down. Now we just need to do the rear. Let me show you the rear here on this thing. Okay, here's what the rear looks like on this thing. So it looks like you've been in a little bit of a fight there. So we're going to leave that tape off it, obviously. Oh, Lee Pullman? Yeah, it's cool. I like this. We need to put fusion lettering at the bottom, and we need to put the Ford right there in the dead center of the bumper. So we'll do that in between the lights. So let's do that. Let's put the wire on there so we can see exactly where it needs to go. Okay, see I put that, look. See now that wire gives us a spot right there dead center where we can put that logo. And then we can put the fusion right across right here. It shows where the bumper is. Alright, we are close to done here, folks. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Pull it right back up here. Another one. Downsize that. And it looks... Whoops! I didn't want to shift it. I wanted to downsize it. And I think it's right there because the spoiler brackets are pretty close to that. Okay, let's turn that wire off and let's see if it's where it should be. I think it actually should be a little bit smaller actually. We're gonna leave it like that though. Okay, let's export this again. Go back on over to iRacing. Oh yeah. Man, we put that fusion lettering at the bottom, and guess what, Brad? We're pretty close to done. And then we'll put your name on top of it. Beautiful. Okay, let's get that fusion lettering. Let's see if I can find some here. I like that, man. That's such a cool scheme. I don't know. I guess it's up to Brad. If Brad wants to make it public, he can. It's going to have his name on the top, though, but I guess I could make another one without his name on it. Okay. Alright, so let's get the fusion lettering here. There we go. Got it. Got him! Well, let's see what we got here, actually. It should be... I'm not seeing it here. There it is. Okay, so this is the best we can get. So they don't actually have a really good one of it online, so we'll just have to make our own. So let's... We'll have to... whoops. Save image as... There we go. Okay, so we have to edit our own logo because they didn't really have a good one online. So let's do it. Oh, you think this will be, Daniel? Okay. So we're going to make a new logo here. And we're just going to get rid of the background here. Remember, you just select it. Add alpha channel to have the stuff right there. Boom. And let's... Whoops. Where's that new Ford Fusion? There it is. Now see what it did there? Come on. I'm doing a lot in here. No! There we go. Okay, let's save this. File. Let's save this thing right here. File, save as. Okay, we're saving it. Gonna close this. Now we need this Fusion logo here. It doesn't look very good. Okay, let's do this. Boom. And we're gonna delete that out of there. Oh, come on. Add alpha channel. Delete that. And I'm gonna turn this white. So I deleted all that out by selecting it. Or, no, that's not what I wanted. Crop to selection. Selection, invert. Alright, there we go. Fusion. Alright. Layer, cropped content. Oops. Let's do image cropped content. There we go. File. Export as Ford Fusion. PNG. Remember, we need PNG in order for it to stay transparent. Let's go in Racing Logos. Export. Export. Okay, back on over to here now that we have that exported. We don't need to worry about that. Let's go back over here. Let's put that wire back up. Boom. Put the Fusion up here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see what the back of this looks like again. Okay. Okay, here's what it looks like, guys. Uh-oh, what did I do? Shame it's a Ford, yes. I am a Chevy man myself. What did I do here? Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay, see that? That's what we're going for. Alright, and there it is, right there. I believe that's it right there. Let's turn off the wire again. We don't need to see that. Okay, let's Control E. And let's check out and see what it looks like on iRacing. What do you say? Hey boys, I'll lock it. Alright, just a few more things to do, and guess what? This thing's going up on Trade and Paints for Brad. Brad's name needs to be on this thing. Wait, we need his pit box color too, actually, fixed up. Okay. So now we're going. I'm looking down here at the bottom right. See that? I'm trying to find where the pit box is because that red right there is what they're gonna make his pit box color. And let's make it black. I don't know, Brad. What color do you want your pit box? Yoda. Yeah. In Michigan, man, you'd get beat up. There we go. Pit box colors. Let's make that. No, let's make it blue because it kind of matches the blue at the bottom. There we go. I like it. I like it. Okay. Now, we need to put It's Me Randy on this thing, and we need to put Brad's name, and we are done, guys. We are absolutely done. So, luckily for Mr. Brad Ward, I already made him a nameplate from a little bit ago. Where'd it go? Black is good? Okay, we'll use black then. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. It's Canadian. That's why I couldn't see it. Blue? Okay. Blue? Okay. So, another thing we need to do too is we need to put the numbers on there and the wire because we can't interfere with the body or the numbers. Man, my process is like, why are you doing this to me? Alright. So see that? I can see where the number is and I can see where... I can see exactly where that is there. Okay, so we need to... This right here is where it starts to fold over. So I might want to put it there. So let's get the Brad Ward logo in here with his Canadian flag. Oh man, that's way too big. So I use my resize tool there. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, let's make this a little bit smaller. This is going to be on the passenger side first, by the way. I put them on both sides. We need to tilt this a little way. We got a tilt tool right here. That's a tilt tool. It's actually called the rotate tool. We're going to rotate it just like that so it fits in there. Okay. And, okay, let's see how that looks on there. Let's take the wire off. We'll leave the number block on there. Let's export it. A Northie. Yep, he's one of our Canadian friends. Alright, let's see what it looks like. Oh yeah, we now have Brad Ward. We'll move it a little bit to the right, actually. Here, I'll move it. And you guys tell me if you like it. Alright, that looks really good. What do you guys think? There's his name right there, Mr. Brad Ward. Okay, let's actually duplicate this layer. Duplicate layer. Layer, transform. We're going to flip it a whole 180 degrees, because remember, if we flip it vertically, it's going to reverse the lettering. Do this, same thing. Let's go back over here. And we actually have to rotate it back the other way now. Oh, you guys never got to see it? Sorry. Here it is. There you go. There it is. It's almost done, Brad. Now we need to rotate this back the other way. Yeah, sorry about that. I forget that I have to keep... I can just look over from screen to screen, but I forgot. Whenever I switch a screen, I gotta switch you guys' screen too. So let's use that rotate tool again. It's called the... and this time we gotta rotate it the other way. Like that. Boom. Let's move it down and let's export it and see how it looks on the other side. We actually don't need the number there anymore. Boom. Let's get rid of that. Now let's export it. Holy cow, how big do you guys think this paint file is, by the way? Alright, I'll show you this really quick, then I'll let you guys guess. It needs to be... No, it's not rotated right. It needs to go more down on the other side. I'll fix that and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, let's try that. This is 2 gigs, this file. Alright, let's try that. It's huge. Alright, here we go. Let's check this out now. There we go. Booyah. Brad's name is now on the car. Looking good. Okay, so Brad, you're going to be in charge of taking care of your numbers, okay? Remember, they're going to be silver on the inside, white on the outside. Alright? That's going to be on you. And whatever wheels you want. I think he had just matte black wheels, which is cool to me. Alright. One last logo to put on there. And you guys know what's coming. You guys already know. Okay. You guys know what's coming. Where is it? If I can find it. There we go. Let's do the black one here. Put that on there. Yeah, I like that. Let's put that on here on the Decklid. You know what? I don't like that one. Let's do the white one instead. That one pops better. Let's put that one out there. There we go. That's better. And we're going to rotate. Oh, man. Alright. Remember, I used that rotate tool via transform. Uh-oh. Let's use the wire to see where it is. Perfect. Holy cow, I couldn't have done that any better. Let's move it just a little bit up like that. And now let's export it. We might be done with this thing. What number? Oh, what number font? I'll look at them and I'll tell you here. They actually have the same one that your dad uses. They just don't have the metallic numbering, unfortunately, or the metallic color. Okay, let's... I have been live for over 4 hours. 45 minutes of it a race. The other 3, this paint scheme we're doing here. Okay, let's check out the back here, make sure it looks okay, and we'll be just about done. No, it doesn't look good. Nope, I don't like it. I don't like it. Here's what we'll do. I don't like it at all there. Maybe we will need to do the black lettering, I don't know. It looks good on the thing, but it does not look good on the actual car. So we're gonna dump that. That's gone. Let's put it on the quarter panels instead. Oh, I didn't show you what it looked like on the car. Gosh darn it. There's what it looks like on the car, guys. Tell me what you think. I don't like it. Do you guys like that there? What do you guys think? Yes or no? I don't like it there. I really don't. I think it'd be better if we just put them on the quarter panels. No, I like the car. I don't like, Jack, we're trying to emulate, I'll show you what we did. So, this scheme was not my original idea. Okay, this is supposed to look like, somebody else's scheme. I'll show you. Yeah, let's put it on the quarter panel. Alright, Jack, here's what it's supposed to look like. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Okay, Jack, here's what it's supposed to look like. That right there. You see that? Whoops, doesn't help when I do that. That right there is what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, we'll put it on the quarter panel and we'll call it good. Yeah, it's supposed to look like that. Okay, so there we go. Let's move it to the quarter panel. And you know what? I'm going to be happy with that. And we'll make it a little bit smaller. Okay, let's see how that does. Okay, I like that better. I do like that. Well, I don't know. It looks pixelated. You know what, Brad? We're just going to keep my logo off because it makes it look a lot worse. It's going bye-bye. Look at that. Garbage. See ya. Brad, we're just going to leave it right like that. Okay, so now we are happy with our thing. And now we need to save the file. So let's save the GIMP file first. Save as new Brad Ward Super Late model. So if we ever need to fix it, we can. And now we need to export it as a TGA. So we're going to File, Export As. We can't hit Control-E. Yeah, it just didn't work out, Brad. And I don't feel like making a whole new logo for myself. Well, you know what? I'll make one later, but that's a whole other thing. So we're gonna save it as, it's gonna be in our super late model folder. Brad Ward SLM 2019 export. And guess what, guys? That's it. We are done with that paint scheme. Let's check out our, take one last look at it. Let's export that as again, paint, super late model. One last look at this car. All right, there we go. Here is our final product, and we try to make it as close to the original as possible. And I think we did a pretty decent job. What do you guys think? All right, that's it. I told you these paint schemes take a while, and even with doing the tutorial, it only took me about 3 hours, which is pretty good. So now, guys, it's the best part of the stream. It is time. Let's get rid of this too. Let's just leave that there. Joop, joop, joop. Let's go ahead and let's raid somebody. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. And you know what, guys? If you're happy, Brad, and your dad's happy, then I'm thrilled because you know that's who we did it for. I appreciate that a lot. Let's raid somebody else's stream here. What do you say? Let's find out who's on here. Someone picking obscure. J-Bo's on? Oh yeah, let's go get J-Bo. What do you say? Oh yeah, Podium's on, but we're not watching anything from them right now. Okay. We'll go J-Bo. Let me turn that on. Let me turn my music off. Alright, go ahead and, guys, let's pick an obscure driver to go raid here. This is so much fun. And make sure everybody yells it in his stream chat. He's running second right now, by the way, at Kentucky in the truck. So this is going to be good. Let's do...
Yeah, Mike, that sucked.
I don't know.
That was probably one of the worst things.
We'll do Mark Martin. Let's do Mark Martin / raid Justin Bo 20. Are you guys ready? Here we go. Mark Martin when you get in the stream. There we go. Mark Martin. Mark Martin, Mark Martin, Mark Martin. All right, everybody's readied up. Way to go, guys. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for hanging out with me. And don't forget, Mark Martin. Thanks so much.